All right. In this video, I'm going over UFC Fight Night, Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. In total, I would say this card is pretty fucking good. It has a lot of fights that have potential to be very fun. The main event, I think, is going to be very fun. The prelims are pretty stacked in general, comparatively to the ones we've been getting. So, I'm going to be predicting the main card in this video. I'm going to start with Alonzo Menifield versus Umar Sy. I'm going to go with Umar Sy. He's undefeated. He's looking good in his fights. He's coming off of a decision, but he got a submission before that. I think Alonzo Menifield is shit. I think he's really trash. I think he's dumb as fuck. I think he's either going to knock out his opponent or get destroyed no matter what. It's how his career's pretty much gone. Umar Sy isn't going to get knocked out. He's too careful on the feet. He's too calculated. I think he's going to be able to pick apart Alonzo Menifield on the feet if he wants to implement his grappling. I'd say probably a decision for Umar Sy. If he really wants to, he could finish him because he does have decent power on the feet. But I don't see a finish happening. I see Omar just picking apart Alonzo Menifield on the feet for 3 rounds and calling it good there. Maybe implementing a clinch game or a grappling game. I don't think he's going to submit him. He could because Alonzo is dumb as fuck, so he could. But I'm going to predict a decision for Umar Sy in this fight. I think he's just all around way better than Alonzo Menifield. Next, we have Mansour Abdul Malik versus Cody Brundage. So Mansour is also undefeated. I think. He's very fucking good. He's solid everywhere. Cody Brundage is ass. He's coming off of a win, but the people he's beating are like really shit, and he's getting beaten by people that are really shit. So there's no good side for Cody Brundage. He has a grappling game, if you want to call it that, but I don't think it's dominant in any fashion of the word. He has a little bit of power against like old men. He got like really shit on by Bo Nickel, like completely shit on, and that's a bad sign. Looking back, Bo Nickel is not very good at all. Mansour Abdul Malik has looked like he's had some weaknesses in the past, maybe a little bit in the grappling department, but overall he's powerful, he's technical, he's very well rounded and good, and he has a ton of momentum. He hasn't lost yet, I don't think. If he has, he's lost one time. I don't remember if that was Umar Sy or Mansour. One of them lost once, I think. But Mansour Abdul Malik is leagues better than Cody Brundage, and this matchmaking doesn't really make much sense because I think Mansour is going to obliterate Cody. Cody's at the end of his career, I would think, and Mansour is kind of just getting it started. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut Cody after like 2 more fights or 1 more fight because Cody sucks, to be honest. He really sucks, but he's winning every once in a while, but there's just not good enough competition to be winning against. He brings nothing to the table. Mansour at least brings a technicality. So I'm going to go with Mansour Abdul Malik to win this. Next, Cody Garbrandt versus Ronnie Barcelos. So this is actually hard for me because I really like Cody Garbrandt. I really want him to win. I think his striking is really good. I think he still has a lot of power, but at the same time, his career is kind of shit. Outside of his super highlights, which are highlights, him against Dominic Cruz, him against TJ Dillashaw, even when he was doing this thing, he has knockouts. He is very exciting, and he was able to go like Super Saiyan Matrix mode in that fight. But I feel like he was pretty much bred in a factory to beat Dominic Cruz at that time. I don't think it's going to reflect well against a fighter like Ronnie Barcelos, who's going to be able to like grit down, take him down, wrestle him. Cody Garbrandt doesn't have great wrestling defense, in my opinion. He doesn't really. I think Ronnie just beat Peyton Talbot, who to me is a younger, in their prime, maybe even not faster, but he's pretty much just a younger Cody Garbrandt. And Ronnie Barcelos beat the shit out of him. Cody Garbrandt's had a lot of stints in his career. He got knocked out by Kai France. He got submitted by Davison Figueiredo in his last fight. Ronnie Barcelos out-grappled the fuck out of Peyton Talbot. He doesn't have bad hands. Also, I really want Cody to win, but I just can't trust him right now in his career. I don't think he knocked out Brian Kelleher, but Brian Kelleher's ass, and it was like a weird knockout that didn't really look like it looked like it shouldn't have knocked him out. I don't know. It was weird. I just can't trust Cody. I kind of want to, and I was thinking about picking him because he could catch him, and that's actually something that I wouldn't be like insanely surprised if that did happen, but I can't pick that to happen right now in Cody's career, sadly. I'm going to have to go with Ronnie Barcelos. What he did to Peyton Talbot was impressive, considering the height behind him. And Cody Garbrandt's pretty much Peyton Talbot, but 50 years older. So I'm going to go with Ronnie Barcelos to win, sadly, by decision, maybe submission. Maybe Cody Garbrandt's eye tattoo is going to give him like superpowers or some shit. He's going to go crazy mode again, but I really doubt it. So Ronnie Barcelos next. Emin Shabazian versus Andre Petrosky. So I think Andre Petrosky is super shit, like super ass, like terrible. Emin Shabazian, I kind of rate a little bit highly, a tiny bit, not really, but he's solid and technical when he wants to be. He's just a little bit dumb. Andre Petrosky, I think, is horrible. He has grappling, but he has like big dumb grappling. And he knocked himself out on a hip going for a takedown. That's the stupidest shit ever. I think his chin is garbage. I'm going to predict an Emin Shabazian knockout in the first round. I think Emin's hands are actually good enough and crisp enough to catch Andre early. If it gets to deep waters, Andre thrives when it goes really long because he can implement his boring ass clinch work and grappling where he doesn't really go for anything crazy. He can do that, and he probably will at points in this fight if Edmund doesn't knock him out in the first round. I think Edmund will. I think Petrosky is really chinny. I think he's really shit. I really can't pick Andre Petrosky to win a fight. I don't feel comfortable doing it. That's just me. I don't think Petrosky is very good. And I will never pick him to win a fight unless he wins like 4 in a row or some shit. I think Emin Shabazian isn't that bad, to be honest. I think he has decent grappling defense. He has hands enough, way more than Petrosky. I think he's going to knock him out. And yeah, that's my opinion with that. Emin Shabazian by first round knockout. I think Petrosky's shit. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty confident in this one. So next, co-main event, Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. So Rose Namajunas is actually super solid. She's a former champ. Beat Zhang Weili by knockout. Kind of a fluke, but whatever. She's just solid. She's been solid for a while. She's beating and fighting people that are top ranked and very good. Miranda Maverick is kind of garbage, I think. She's way sloppier than Rose Namajunas. I think size-wise, Rose is bigger than her as well. She's more, she has more experience than Miranda Maverick. She has crisper striking. She has good takedown defense. She does good against good fighters, like what the fuck, Manon Fiorot, I think was her last fight, and she did very good against her and made it very close. I think Miranda Maverick is leagues below Manon Fiorot. I think Rose Namajunas is going to piece her up, probably do a decision. Actually, I'd say 95% chance to a decision. Rose Namajunas can't finish fighters anymore, I would say. I just think Rose is solid. She's always kind of been solid, and she's a solid pick. She's like a reliable pick, and Miranda Maverick is not to me. So I'm going to go with Rose Namajunas to win by decision, piecing her apart on the feet, stuffing takedowns, maybe going for her own grappling if she really wants to. I just think Rose Namajunas knows how to fight like decently well, like actually well. And Miranda Maverick is still kind of in the training wheel area of fighting, I would say. So, Rose Namajunas by decision. Next, the main event. Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. So I really like this fight for Joaquin Buckley. I think Joaquin is the future of welterweight. I think him and JDM are my fucking guys at welterweight. I've been hyping up Buckley for a while before the Colby Covington performance. Right when he knocked out Stephen Wonderboy, I was like, oh shit, he has a real deal. Had inklings of this before that, but after the Wonderboy performance, I really was like, oh shit, Buckley's probably going to smoke a lot of people. And his rise has kind of been picture perfect. He hasn't hit any like prospects that he like an Ian Gary, like a Carlos Prates, even like a Jack Della Maddalena, like a Sean Brady. He hasn't had to deal with any of these young guys. He went through Colby Covington. He won by a cut, but he was dominating that fight. I thought okay, so my laptop broke and I had to get a new one, and this one sucks. So the video glitched. The camera was glitching. I'm going to have to do videos without webcams from now on, I think. But as I was saying, Joaquin Buckley has his performance against Colby Covington was very impressive to me. Even though it ended by a finish, by like a stupid eye cut or whatever, I think that his wrestling defense in that fight proved that he's willing and able to go against these top grapplers at welterweight. He stuffed Colby Covington's takedowns in a way that was very impressive to me. I felt like Colby Covington got stuffed backwards almost by a lot of Colby Covington or by a lot of Joaquin Buckley's sprawls, but Colby Covington had a little bit of success in the grappling against Joaquin Buckley. What I think is going to set Joaquin apart from Usman in this fight is the physicality Joaquin Buckley brings, which Usman hasn't had a lot of experience against grappling wise. He did very well against Khamzat Chimaev, but Khamzat Chimaev doesn't have the gas tank of Buckley, I don't think. I don't think he has the physicality, hugeness. And I think that Usman has been out for a year and a half. I think his knees are only getting worse within every training session that he's in. I think he's getting older, more weathered. I think it's just building up to a point where Kamaru Usman's age, his inactivity, is going to play a major role in this fight. I think Buckley has all the momentum in the world, coming off a win against Colby Covington, and just pretty much doing whatever he wants at welterweight. And like I said before, a really pretty run up the rankings, with going against old heads that prove you're good, but also maybe don't put up the best fight, the most damaging fight against you. So you can be healthy and you can be confident going into matchups against another kind of unky fighter like Kamaru Usman, where he is experienced, but he's been inactive. His knees are cooked. He needs to wrestle to win this fight. And I think on the feet, it's going to be night and day. I think Buckley's going to impose his will onto Usman in the striking. I think Usman's going to try to grapple, and if he does, I don't think it's going to work. I think Joaquin Buckley's physicality is going to be way too much. He's going to try straight shots, and they're probably going to work for a little bit of the part. But I think Joaquin Buckley's going to drown Usman on the feet. And when his grappling starts to not work, I don't think Usman's going to be able to catch up. And I think I'm going to predict a first or second round knockout for Joaquin Buckley. I really am confident in Buckley. I'm